I'm here with Clutch, an MLG Day 2. He's been doing good work in the Dr. Pepper room. How are you feeling today?
Feeling really good. Seen some great matches. Actually got to cast some matches yesterday and today. Dr. Pepper's having this promotional game of the day. And getting to cast with TriMaster and Ghostly User has been a lot of fun. And AxeLab's doing a great job. I've worked with him a lot being an analyst, and people are really enjoying his new look. With
his beard, man.
Yeah, he's like,
get him a pipe.
All he needs is a curved pipe and a dinner jacket, and he will be...
College professor, the one that...
Exactly. But
you're so intelligent.
I'm really great that a lot of people get to see his expertise in analysis. I've worked with him as an analyst in the Dr. Pepper Lounge before, because we do replay analysis of different games, and he's got a sharp mind.
So you just came off NASL. How was that?
NASL was fantastic. You know, Canada was so hungry for an esports event.
The turnout was amazing.
It was fantastic. And a lot of people are like, well, what was it like compared to other events? And I have to say, even though there weren't as many people compared to MLG Anaheim, the energy per person matched that of Kespa player intros when we introed Huck. I mean, it was that much hype for Huck.
But he didn't do that well.
He didn't, but he's still the hero of Canada, and they were still behind him, and you know there was a lot of pressure on him to perform very well. With every player, there's a lot of pressure, but it was a tough loss. But I'm sure that Huck is determined to do.
He'll bounce back.
He's determined to do even better, and Canada will always welcome him with open arms.
So, you got to work NASL. You were gonna be the host before that post on Reddit, or no?
Well, I was in talks with NASL before, but there wasn't a definite answer. And a lot of people think that I'm an employee of MLG. Now, I love MLG. I love what I do here, but I'm a private contractor. And so I made that post to kind of answer a lot of the same questions from different people. And the crowd really got behind it. It was like, we want this to happen. We want this to happen. And I felt kind of bad because I didn't want to rally a mob for a job, really. I just wanted to, make a statement of this is who I am, guys. I'd love to do this, but it's NASL's decision. But I really saw the power of Reddit, so I made a post on the r/Olivia Wilde, and we're going on a date pretty soon. I made
Are you serious?
Post, yeah, and r/Emma Stone, and we're going on a date pretty soon.
Okay,
so.
all right, yeah, all right. I get it. What the? But to be like, I need to interview you after that.
Yeah, no, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But
so those are your
totally
favorite subreddits. I get it.
Exactly.
Okay,
yeah,
I see.
I love those subreddits. They're very nice, very classy. But
had me for a second there, Clutch. I was excited for you. I was excited for all nerds, and all of a sudden, you just pulled the rug out from under me.
If either of those very classy women agreed to go on a date with me, I would take them to a Barcraft and show them the wonderful world of StarCraft. So
I'm sure that would go over well. That would just. It'd be no one would even notice. Right?
We'd go to dinner as well. So,
yeah.
That'd be fun.
And you were at NASL. There were some. NASL hired some pretty interesting people to host too.
They did. Lauren is a very nice girl. I feel that she brings very female energy, if you will, to the stream. She's very nice to look at, but she has a lot of hosting experience in the past, and she brought that to NASL, and we had a lot of fun together. And her and I got to spend a lot of time kind of talking about, the acting world and her background and esports and how training outside of esports in the media world definitely applies. And was grateful for her reception at NASL. Anybody coming into the esports scene for the first time in a public way, there could be a lot of scrutiny, but the community really liked her, and I think it does help that she's an attractive female. But there's a lot of attractive females in the StarCraft 2 scene
and the more that come in, the less weird it gets. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and it also helps with the casual viewer as well. And Kennegat, had a good blog about that of presenting, that kind of eye candy and tying that into your product. We've seen that in advertising. Look at Mad Men. I mean, that's half of advertising right there. So she's great, and I think she's a great asset to NASL and to esports.
So you saw Batman, right?
I did see Batman.
I saw it yesterday too. What'd you think?
I'm going to explain it in a way that I hope people can really understand. Before I saw this film, I was so concerned about Anne Hathaway being cast as Catwoman. To me, Catwoman is sex on legs, and Anne Hathaway never struck me as that kind of actress. Wasn't really a fan in some of the roles that she chose in her career. But this film was so good, it actually turned me into a fan of Anne Hathaway for life.
You gonna go back and watch all the old Anne Hathaway movies?
I'll watch a couple. I mean, I've seen Princess Diaries and...
You've seen Princess Diaries? Me too.
Other Side of
Why did you... When did you watch it?
I don't know, man. I was 14, 15. It was a while ago.
You watch it by yourself?
I think it was like watching it with the family on Disney Channel a couple years ago. But
Family. Okay.
yeah. I was born and raised with an American family, so we would spend time watching films together back in the day.
What about with the movie with Jake Gyllenhaal, where she's like the
Love
she's
and
a
Other
girlfriend?
Drugs. I have not seen that film. Many people have told me about certain scenes they've seen from that film, but I'll probably check it out too. And also seeing her career move from like the Disney type character roles into mainstream Hollywood and hosting the Oscars and stuff. That's a big step. That's huge. And that doesn't go without merit to her acting career. So
I have a story about Anne Hathaway.
you do? All right.
Okay, I was interning at the Southern District of New York, a magistrate judge, and he was assigned the beginning part of the case for he wasn't assigned it, but at the time at the courthouse they had her boyfriend, I think, was that Italian guy that got caught like doing something really shady. So he came in.
Okay, I sort of remember some
Yeah.
tabloid
So I was
stuff like
there.
that.
I was there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Did you see her?
No,
Oh, wow.
but that's my story about it.
That's cool.
So yeah, you got yeah.
Cool. Well, you were connected some way. So
Yeah.
when I meet her,
I feel like we have a very strong connection, me and her. So
I see. Well, if it doesn't work out between her and I, then I can introduce you.
yeah,
So.
no. You know, I won't hold it against you.
Okay. Cool. she's very attractive. Like at first, it was like her mouth's too big and her smile's kind of weird. Then when she played Catwoman, I went, she's a very attractive lady.
Yeah, because clearly, like, she wasn't attractive before she played Catwoman.
I don't know, man. I mean, to each his own. There's some different tastes out there, but I like her.
Yeah,
like
Hollywood actress.
Yeah, maybe
You
it was
know.
like whatever getup she was in and her curvy hips and whatnot. I mean, they.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, if you're Catwoman in Batman, you have to be very, you know.
But what was cool too is it wasn't over the top. It wasn't campy, and that's the strength of Christopher Nolan's films. It's not campy. It's like more realistic, and I found her to be like a realistic person.
Yeah, you gotta move in a certain way to be Catwoman.
Yeah, yeah,
A lot of martial arts training and stuff.
yeah. And she could flip around and stuff, man, even in heels, and that's impressive.
What do you think of Bane's voice? And the chanting.
You know, the chanting was cool. Bane's voice, he had kind of an odd accent. It was more of like a.
It's almost as if he was talking through like a mask or something.
Well, it was more of a Turkish way of how he spoke. You know, they have my permission to die. It was a little odd at
pretty
first. Thanks. I work on voices sometimes.
you should you get the chant, that Bane
Yeah.
chant, and if you go online to YouTube, they have all the people like setting it to like ordinary things, and it makes anything epic.
I think his speeches to the people, like, this is your city, and how he would say that, it was more of he completely believed in what he was doing. And that's the most dangerous kind of villains of all, is when they completely believe that they're doing something right. And I felt that was very convincing from Bane.
He's crazy too, man. That guy.
Tom Hardy is ripped, who plays Bane.
He wasn't before too, and he's getting a
He's
little
a
jacked.
very ripped guy. I mean, even going back and seeing Band of Brothers, he was kind of this, skinny soldier dude, had a couple scenes in Band of Brothers, and now he can do some serious things physically, man. I mean, it was really impressive to see his career blossom as well, from Inception to this,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he had a great role in Inception, and it's cool to see Christopher Nolan use actors.
Did you think it
and-
was gonna cut to black at the end? I thought it was gonna cut to black, like Inception. Like, you're at the end, Alfred's at the thing, and then it cuts to black. Come on, I thought that was gonna happen.
I didn't know what was gonna. There's a lot of things I didn't think were gonna happen that happened. I mean, my mouth was agape for many moments in that film, but I don't want to reveal too much, man. There's still a lot of people that haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, well, spoiler alert for the last 10 minutes. This is why I like interviewing you.
There's
You know
credits.
about
It cuts to black and there's
you
credits.
know about
guys,
TV and
spoilers.
movies. I could do this for like 30 minutes, man. I could just talk about TV and movies, but every time I interview players and I ask them about it, they know nothing. They're like, I play StarCraft. I'm like, what do you do outside of StarCraft? It's like, I play StarCraft. So, get a little bit of...
I feel with my profession of acting, moving in esports, I mean, part of my role in esports is to tell the player's story. And
Do you have a casting call story for us? Give me one.
I have when I was on a TV film and I got fired from the set story. You want that one?
Yeah, give me that one.
Okay, all right. So I was part of a Lifetime movie called Unanswered Prayers, and this was based on Garth
Okay,
Brooks's song. So automatically it sounds like a winner, right, guys? So Eric Close was starring in it, and the girl that played Princess Daisy from the Super Mario Brothers was in it. I forget her name. She also dated River Phoenix before he passed away. So she's been in films and whatnot. And I went to the audition in Richmond, which was like over 2 hours drive to get there and audition, and they gave me the role. And it was simply this guy in a bar that goes and talks to the girl who's the main girl in the movie, that she's having some issues with her husband. I ask her to dance. We start dancing. She gets like kind of like crazy cold feet of, oh, this feels wrong, and she takes off. Real simple scene. So I have a couple lines and dance with her, and that's it. So I drive up to Richmond after I have the gig. They forget to pick me up from the hotel. So I have to walk from the hotel to the set. I have to like find out where I'm supposed to be. I have my own trailer, so I go to my trailer. I hang out in the trailer for a while. And it was funny because I had to use the bathroom, and there's like the trailer's just this cot, just this couch. But you can lift the side of the couch, and there's a toilet there.
Oh, nice.
I was like, well, I wouldn't want to rest my head on this section of the couch, but this is kind of convenient. So I was chilling in there for a little bit, just hanging out, and then they sent me over to wardrobe. And I kid you not, man, I had 14 different wardrobe changes. Like, we had this really...
Guy in bar?
Yeah, of guy in bar. And they said I looked too much like Eric Close. I looked too much like the leading guy, and so they didn't want to confuse that on camera. So I had this like really nice looking outfit, and then they changed it to this oversized double XL, triple XL golf shirt and these big khaki pants. I look stupid, and this is supposed to be like a Latin bar. So anyways, we do the shoot, we do rehearsal like once or twice, and I get these different directions like on a sheet of paper, or at least what my character was compared to what they want me to do. And so I go up to the girl and I'm like, hey, it looks like you want to dance. And her friend's like, excuse me, she's in a bad state, and you coming up here. And the friend goes, no, I want to dance. And so she goes and dances with me, and we're dancing. There's no music, so you have to like pretend there's music because of sound syncing issues. And we do it like twice, and the producer comes up to me and goes, hey, it's not working out. We're going to find somebody else. And that's like a huge,
brutal.
Yeah, it's like a huge hit to my ego. Like, you guys casted me, you chose me to be here. Like, is it my acting or whatnot? And the guy like didn't really want to comment on it. And so I called my agent, and she's like, well, it can't be your acting. I mean, they freaking chose you and sent you out here. And I realized that, I realized a quote later on from my teacher after I told him this story of like, well, you're nobody in Hollywood unless you've been fired. And there's a lot of different stories about very prominent actors that have been casted and then fired because they get on set and they're too tall, or they're too good looking, or they look too much like the lead actor that they have to switch right on the fly. So hey,
If you get fired, they still pay you and everything,
yeah,
right?
I still get residual checks for it, which was like, a couple $100 here and there, but now it's down to like $20 for like them showing it over in Turkey and whatnot, like different countries around the world. I still get a little bit of money.
What was the name of the movie?
Unanswered Prayers.
Unanswered Prayers.
Yeah.
Very popular on Eurovision.
Yeah, I guess.
Like the Ukraine or something.
But what's funny too, man, is as I was driving home, I thought, well, a lot of actors' careers end on Lifetime. They don't begin on Lifetime.
Nice.
So it's like, good. That people won't see me on Lifetime, that's okay. And I still get paid, and I still got union credit. So
I guarantee you someone is going to rent that movie right now or somehow find it.
I don't think I even
it.
made the cut because they fired me, but they can see me in some like super low budget TV shows on Netflix. Like one of them's called Wicked Attraction, season 2.
Wicked Attraction.
The episode is called Single White Male. No, laugh. It's like
Single White Male?
Single White Male, yeah.
Okay.
It's
all
pretty,
right.
It's pretty bad, guys. It's seriously like docudramas, and they're like, okay, we're gonna have you ad lib. You're robbing the store and you're high on cocaine. Action, and that's it. And you just have to ad lib. So I'm like, give me your money, like going crazy with a pistol and whatnot.
Okay.
So, but
right.
you guys can check it out and see like the very low budget acting world is like,
Okay.
man.
All
But
right.
we
I
don't
don't
pay our dues. So.
All right, I don't want to keep you. I know they're trying to get you back in there to do some more stuff. But thank you for the interview, and hopefully you'll host some other tournaments.
Yeah, I really enjoy hosting.
One-man hype show.
Thanks, man. I've been casting. I cast at NASL and been casting here too. So I love to diversify the portfolio and hopefully make this a full-time career. But still working on that, and EMG's helped me out with that as well.
Oh
So
yeah,
they're
that's
great.
right. You're the guy with the poker guy, right?
Yeah.
He's the agent for like golf pros.
That's
and
right,
stuff,
Brian
too?
Ballspa, and he has some other people that work with him, James and John, and also Toby Sherman is working with them as well, and they're doing some great things.
All right. Okay. Thanks.
All right, thank you.